8 p.m., BULOVA, bull of a watch time. Host BRAN FLAKES presents Believe It or Not. Again, Post 40% BRAN FLAKES bring you Bob Ripley with more of his amazing Believe It or Not. With B.A. Ralph and his orchestra and lovely Linda Lee. Yes, sir, life is swell when you keep well. And say what a really swell cereal Post BRAN FLAKES are. So crunchy and what a wonderful nut-like flavor. And then those extra benefits. The benefits of Bran, so many of you may need to help you keep fit naturally. So why don't you join the millions who enjoy Post BRAN FLAKES every day for their delicious flavor, for their extra benefits. Life is swell when you keep well. And here's that austere, audacious authority on autonomous, auricular, authoritative, octoptical authenticities. Believe it or not, Bob Ripley.
Greetings, everybody, and welcome to the program tonight.
Say, Bob, do you remember the problem you gave me last week that was so palpitating, puissant, pungent, provocative, and probing?
The what?
Well, anyway, I kept my seams straight all week, but I couldn't find out in what country it's a capital crime to wear silk stockings.
Well, Linda, that country is Laos in Indochina. Laos has over 900,000 inhabitants, but the only person permitted to wear silk stockings is a man. And he is the king. Any other inhabitant of Laos would be put to death if he were caught wearing silk stockings, believe it or not. A few years ago, I went to the Dutch East Indies, that tremendous empire of 60 million people down in the South Seas. There, I unearthed what I think to be one of the most powerful, believe it or not, concerning love I've ever heard. Let me sketch it for you. It happened in 1883, exactly 55 years ago today. The place, the Palace of the Raja on the island of Krakatoa. An English visitor, Lord Watson, is the Raja's guest for the afternoon. As the scene opens, we find the Raja and Lord Watson sitting in the garden, talking.
It is regrettable, Lord Watson, that I should spoil your visit here with our local problem.
Problem? In this island paradise of yours, Raja? What can be wrong? Your soil is fertile, enriched by your volcano. Your harvests are abundant. Look at this peaceful scene around us.
But as a matter of fact, a young couple are waiting to see me now. Oh, human beings always have their troubles, no matter how perfect their paradise. The walls? The walls?
Yes, Your Highness.
Send in Lata and Saurgay.
Yes, Your Highness.
Lord Watson, Lata and Saurgay are a young married couple.
Yes?
There seems to be some domestic difficulty.
Hey, she's a pretty girl.
Come here, Lata. Sit on my right. Here.
Yes, Father.
And you sit over here at my left, Saurgay.
Thank you, Father.
Lata, remember it is a calamity not to be able to cry, but it is a catastrophe to cry too much.
Father, I can't live with my husband Saurgay any longer. I hate him, I hate him, I hate him.
No. What has he done?
He is ugly and jealous, suspicious of my loyalty to him.
Oh? Why are you jealous and suspicious of your wife, Saurgay?
I saw her acting familiarly with Pelote, her cousin.
It is not true. It is a lie. I went with the other girls to the village to the pool to draw water. And when Pelote came, I sprayed him with water. It was all fun. Then this husband of mine came out from behind a tree where he'd been spying on me and dragged me by the hair before the entire village. It degraded, disgraced me. Oh, Father, give me my freedom. I don't want to live with him any longer.
Very well. I shall act upon your petition tomorrow. But tonight, the waltz?
Yes, Your Highness.
Wong, in accordance with our ancient laws, I direct that the young couple here be locked in the empty watchtower on a deserted island.
Oh, Father, please.
Please, not tell us there.
I must see that they are taken there immediately, Wong.
Yes, Your Highness. They seem such a nice young couple. I wonder if they couldn't be persuaded to make a go of it. By the way, Raja, what is this empty watchtower?
An old custom. You see, that watchtower is on a deserted island several miles from our own. And it is very, very cold there.
And with the need for warmth, love can sometimes be persuaded to bloom anew.
Yes.
A devilishly clever idea.
And that afternoon, Lotta and Taugay were taken out to the empty watchtower on the deserted island to spend the night. There, our next scene opens. It's evening, and the young couple are standing silently looking out to sea.
You have been silent for hours, Lotta. Are you not going to speak to me?
It is so lonely. It is terrible to be so high up and so lonely.
You are cold, Lotta.
I'm as cold as death.
Let me put my arms around you. I will warm you.
It is my heart that is cold.
I was hasty, ugly, cruel, Lotta. How can I ever beg forgiveness? Are you warmer with my arms around you?
I know, Mama, but it is not your arms. It was your words, Saul. What's that?
The volcano seems to be getting active again.
See, Hara, the sky is over it.
That means the island gods are in great wrath.
Oh, we tried to hook me up, right?
At that instant, the greatest explosion of all time took place. The entire island of Krakatoa blew up, causing the loudest sound the world has ever known. The entire population of the island, 40,000 people, were blown to bits. But in spite of this great catastrophe of nature, 2 people survived. The 2 lovers, Taugay and Lotta. Imprisoned high up in an abandoned watchtower, they witnessed their homeland, the whole island of Krakatoa, blown completely off the face of the earth. The noise of this eruption was so terrific that it was heard 3,000 miles away. The Pacific Ocean boiled violently for 3 days. A tidal wave encircled the earth 3 times. Volcanic ashes were thrown up to a height of 17 miles and spread entirely around the globe. And to this day, every time you look at a sunrise or a sunset, the brilliant colors you see are caused by the ashes still floating in the air, which were blown out of the crater Krakatoa 55 years ago, the greatest explosion since the world began. Believe it or not.
B.A. Rolfe and his orchestra offer a bit of sagacious advice to our post-BRAN FLAKES audience with, don't cross your fingers, cross your heart. hear more from Bob Ripley in just a minute. But first,
Oh, easy way to get across just what you mean, well, when you keep well.
well then, let's have it.
Now, first, when you're not feeling top, why, life is so... Oh, Mama, the butcher boy for me. Oh, Mama, how happy I will be. You see, you're only half there. Actually missing half the fun.
Well, that's right.
When you're feeling swell, then it's like this. Oh, Mama, the butcher boy for me. Oh, Mama, how happy I will be. Then you're enjoying all life has to offer. All the fun and the excitement.
Good girl, Linda, for that is true, folks. When you're feeling swell, you do get the most out of life. You're on your toes doing things every minute of the day. Now you all know the benefits of bran. Well, Post Bran Flakes, eaten every day, bring you these benefits in a cereal you'll really enjoy eating. Perhaps some of you don't like bran in the form you've tried it. But say, you're sure to go for delicious Post Bran Flakes. Why, millions of folks eat Post Bran Flakes for their marvelously different flavor alone. They're just mighty good to eat. So why not start off tomorrow's breakfast and every breakfast with a tempting bowl of swell-tasting Post Bran Flakes. You'll know in a jiffy why Post Bran Flakes are the world's favorite Bran Flake cereal, enjoyed by the entire family, grown-ups and children, for their flavor, for their extra benefits. Get a package of Post Bran Flakes from your grocer tomorrow. Join up with all the folks who know life is well when you keep well.
In my next, believe it or not, I'm going to prove that the old adage that music has charm. So let me take you back to the time of the Crusades, when Saladin, the Mohammedan conqueror, captured the holy city of Jerusalem from the Christians. He had ordered all the women exiled and decreed that all male inhabitants, 150,000 of them, be put to death in one gigantic massacre. As our scene opens, it's the night before the execution. Sibella, the Christian queen, has come to see the Mohammedan queen, Zaira. We find the two queens talking alone.
Please, Queen Zaira, I implore you to help me. The lives of my husband, King Ji, and his 150,000 Christian men are at stake.
I know, Sibella, but King Saladin will show no mercy.
But you are so resourceful. Surely there is something to save my husband and the Christians.
But what, Sibella?
Our 150,000 Christian men are going to die tomorrow. A slaughter that will have no equal in history. Isn't there some way to soften the mighty Saladin's heart?
Soften his heart. Soften his heart. Tell me this something. Sibella, can you sing?
Yes, but why?
Nothing can melt the great Saladin's heart except one thing. A certain song only known to me.
A song? Tell me.
When Saladin was a little child, his mother was a beggar woman, and she kept them both alive, roaming through the land and singing a song for alms. This secret song has always been an open door to Saladin's heart.
Could you teach me that song, Zaira?
Yes, I will teach you that song.
Yosef, come here, I say.
Yes, O great king. What is your wish?
That woman by the gate singing, bring her to me at once. That song, I cannot bear it.
I will bring her instantly, O King Salahuddin.
Strange sister, a strange woman. Why at this late hour should a woman be singing? A song my mother used to sing. My heart aches within me. My eyes are blurred with tears.
O great king, here is the beggar woman.
Beggar woman, approach. You have melted my heart with your song.
Thank you, most noble King Saladin.
Beggar woman, though I am sad, my heart rejoices. Ask me anything you will. Your wish shall be granted.
Anything, most noble king?
Anything.
O great king, I ask the life and liberty of King Guy of the Christians and his followers. Spare their lives, O king, I implore you.
Beggar woman, you make of me a strange request. Who are you? Remove that veil from your face.
I am Sibella, queen of the Christians.
Sibella.
Remember, Saladin, you pledged your royal word that you would spare the Christians and their king.
And so Saladin, deeply affected by that song, did spare the king and the lives of 160,000 condemned Christians. And the Christians cherished that song, and when the Crusaders come back, they brought it with them to Europe, where it became a favorite folk song. Marie Antoinette liked it so well that when she heard a peasant singing it, she made it the royal cradle song and sang it as a lullaby to the little Dauphin, Louis XVII. Linda, will you sing us that song as Marie Antoinette used to sing it to the little Dauphin?
I'll try, Bob.
And by 1781, this song gained so in popularity that it became the national anthem of all France, and it remained the national anthem until the outbreak of the French Revolution, when the Marseillaise took its place. Now, B.A., suppose you play us that song, as it sounded when it was the national anthem of France. And now, B.A., suppose you play that song as we all know it today. It's true. That song, which saved the lives of 150,000 men, the flower of Christianity, was none other than the tune of For He's a Jolly Good Fellow. Believe it or not.
B.A. Rolfe and his orchestra with lovely Linda Lee tell our post-BRAN FLAKES audience a story in song about that irresistible Spanish lady, Juanita.
Juanita has a gigolo here and a gigolo there. All the gigolos go for Juanita. Juanita is in love with a toreador. And the gigolos here and the gigolos there try to give her the air, but you don't know Juanita. When the moon shines all the lovers will come. They all fall in line, but she only has one at a time. Juanita has a gigolo here and a gigolo there, all the gigolos go for Juanita. Juanita is in love with a toreador. They may give her a shawl, they may give her a ring, or whatever they bring, but they haven't a thing on Juanita.
Recently, in my search for world wonders, I went out to that greatest city of ancient history, Babylon, to see the seventh wonder of the world, the Hanging Gardens. But I'm sorry to say the Hanging Gardens of Babylon are no more. They're only a hole in the ground. But I did find men still digging and searching among these ruins. And that night in the rest house near Hila, they told me about the black clay cylinder dug up by Sarzek, the famous archaeologist. This is one of the most important records ever recovered in these ruins. And I would like to portray it for you now. So our scene opens as Sarzek hands the strange black cylinder to his assistant, Emil, to decipher. An argument begins.
Emil, I asked you to decipher the writing on the black clay cylinder we dug up yesterday, and you bring me some crazy musical instrument.
But pardon, Monsieur Sarzek. There is an exact and faithful replica of a 16-string dulcimer, the same musical instrument that is engraved upon this clay cylinder. It took me all night to make it.
Oh, wait, what is it for?
This clay cylinder you dug up is an amazing document. It records an historical happening of nearly 5,000 years ago. It is the story of a Babylonian song.
A song?
One night, some orphan children were awakened by a foreign army breaking into the city. In order to alarm the gods, the children all started singing a song. The god was alarmed, Babylon was saved, and the king engraved the story and song on this clay cylinder.
Mon Dieu! You say that song was engraved on it also?
That is why I had to build a special instrument to be able to reproduce that song.
Oh, do you not realize this is the greatest thing that has ever happened? A musical piece 3,000 years before the birth of Christ. Why, Methuselah was still alive when that song was written. Oh, how can I hear it?
I am going to play it on this dulcimer, which I made exactly like the one engraved on the clay cylinder. Of course, crudely, not much of a musician.
Oh, what is the difference? You realize that we can hear a song that no human ear has heard for 46 centuries? Why, Noah's Ark was not built yet when this song was engraved on this little clay cylinder. Oh, Emile, I wish that all humanity could be here with us now, on this momentous, this exciting occasion. Oh, Emile, play, play. Oh, this song. It is familiar. Maybe I know it.
And the archaeologist Sarzek did know that song. It had been handed down from generation to generation from almost the beginning of recorded history. For that song, which saved the city of Babylon 46 centuries ago, at the time when Methuselah was still alive, when Abraham of the Bible had not yet been born, and Noah had not even built his ark. That song, the oldest song in the world, is the same song we all know today. And now would you like to hear that song? B.A., will you play it for us as we all know it? Yes, ladies and gentlemen, that song was none other than London Bridge is Falling Down, dear to the hearts of all of us. And the clay cylinder upon which the story and this song are engraved can be seen in the Museum of the Louvre in Paris today. Believe it or not.
These boats to put out to the fishing bank.
Hold the wheel, Smiley. Aye. Stand by, men. Lay hold of those nets.
Yes, then folks, any life's the life for you when you're feeling tough. For when you're in shape, every minute of the day is full of zest and interest, whether you work indoors or out. As we put it, life is swell when you keep well. Now you all know the benefits of Bran. Well, Post Bran Flakes Eaten Daily bring you these benefits in a really delicious cereal. Millions of mothers serve Post Bran Flakes to their entire family every morning for their extra benefits. And what a wonderful flavor. Just picture this. A big, tempting bowl of crunchy, golden brown Post Bran Flakes, covered with rich, cool milk or cream, sprinkled just enough sugar. Say, there's a treat. So why not start off your hot summer mornings with a bowl of Post Bran Flakes, the delicious cereal that's more than a cereal. Treat the entire family, grown-ups and youngsters, to Post Bran Flakes every morning regularly for their wonderful flavor and their extra benefits. You'll agree, I'll bet, with the millions of folks everywhere who say that life is well when you keep well.
Let's make the end of the show different tonight, Bob.
What do you mean?
Well, suppose I ask you a problem.
What do you mean? A dose of my own medicine?
Mm-hmm.
Well, all right. I'll take care.
Where does a man lose his life if he carries a handkerchief?
What do you mean? Where does a man lose his life if he carries a handkerchief?
Mm-hmm.
Why, Linda, that is truly a zippy, zingy, zealous, zestful, zilly, Amsterdam, question anyhow.
Well, Bob Ripley, if you don't get the answer by next Monday, I'll give it to you. Oh, boy, am I enjoying this.
When I was in Bali, that beautiful island called the Last Paradise, I made the acquaintance of a professional love letter writer, of whom there are a great many in the East Indies. He told me that all love letters always start with the same phrase. So I had one translated, and I would like to read it to you now. The love letters of 100 million people. In the name of the compassionate and the all-merciful, may your life be like some tree of overarching greenness, yielding fruit, shade, and fragrance by the side of a pure river, calm, sweet, lustrous.
Folks, this is Ford Bond saying we all hope that you've enjoyed tonight's program. And won't you remember that every time you enjoy a breakfast bowl of delicious Post Bran Flakes, you're saying, come again, Bob Ripley. This is the National Broadcasting Company.
WEAF, New York.